They were victorious, but it came at a great cost. Rakina paid with his life. The Mountain King survived, but was normally, Yum-Kasoras never live longer than a century. It is possible that the Abyssal Power is responsible for his unnaturally long life. Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory. The Abyssal Power inside him is highly sensitive, and when it is disturbed, he awakens and flies into a blind rage, attacking anything that moves. So, besides the ceremony, another important part of Turnfire Night each year is cleansing the abyssal power inside. However, abyss-related incidents have been on the rise in Natlan lately, as I'm sure you're both aware. As a result, only 5 months have passed since the last Turnfire Night, and he's already showing signs.
Has he woken up again?
He has. We managed to contain the situation by performing a makeshift ceremony right away, but it was a close call. Also, he attacked and wounded my companion, Nana, during the ceremony. She became contaminated by...
We heard. Such a tragedy.
Yes, and Nana wasn't the first. Anyway, right now we're preparing for an exceptional Turnfire Night ceremony, and we need to find a suitable flame bearer. From what I've heard about your adventures, I believe you would be perfect for the role. Of course. Plus, he's a bona fide hero who inherited the
Oh, you mean Kinich?
Yes, he's the one. A hero, worth his weight in gold. And unfortunately for us, he's all too aware of that. No prizes for guessing what he said when I asked him to host a Turnfire Night outside of an exceptional ceremony? Oh, I'll have to charge an exceptional price. I swear, no other concept exists in that boy's brain. I'm not the one to usually talk about people behind their backs, but I'm convinced the Wyab got hit on the head and took a wrong turn the day it chose to give that ancient name to him. I mean, have you ever heard of a hero whose mantra is, "What's your asking price?" Oh, and don't get me started on that insufferable Ahau he hangs around with. Thinks he's God's gift to mankind. Pompous fool.
Yeah, Paimon has to agree on that last part.
Anyway, the fact is, the ceremony can just as easily be done without him as long as we can find someone else. And besides, you two seem like much better candidates. So, what do you think? Wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Huni was right about you. You have come with me to the other side of the mountain. I'll bring you up to speed on each step of the ceremony. As experienced warriors, I'm sure you'll pick it.
Achoo! Curses! Who dares insult the great Kahula How behind his back?
Oh, great Kahul Ahau, bless you.
Shut your filthy mouth, worm of the abyss! Your putrid words defile the air we breathe.
Speaking as a member of the Abyss Order, that's music to my ears. Exactly the kind of reaction we're going for.
Ugh, never have we heard such brazen blustering from someone who is inches from death. Up yours, Four Eyes! We spit!
Okay, well, that I am at a loss to explain. How do I manage to stay so chirpy but I digress. Mr. Kinich, I admit it, you, sir, are a legendary hunter. Still, The old... You see, I'm very interested in the lore of your tribe.
Okay.
Is that it? Kay? Aren't you intrigued to know what it is about you guys that prompted a visit from the Abyss? It's the extreme sports! The other day, I narrowly avoided getting hit by a very brave soul who just leaped off a cliff. I think you call it bungee jumping? Anyway, I was very impressed. Look, I even did a painting inspired by the bravery and freedom of the scions of the canopy.
You scum-sucking swine! I swear, if you go bungee jumping, it'll be without a rope! Head first off the tallest cliff, with a band of hunters on your tail, and nowhere left to run, and a bottomless cesspool.
You say that, but I get the sense that Mr. Kinich isn't planning to take my life right now. On top of that, I'm tired of spying on you from afar. So why don't we... I've heard that the most important thing in human relationships is to respect each other's
Or you could tell me what it is.
What?
And then I'll name my price.
Mercs have one simple rule. Whoever pays the most is your new boss.
The Abyss contamination is back. No surprises there. No doubt that explains the Mountain King's recent activity. See those torches over there? Those are the Sacred Flame offshoots that we requested from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. They contain the power of the Pyro Archon.
Are you saying that the Sacred Flame and the Turnfire are the same thing?
Well, for ceremonial purposes, at least. Sending someone to the Night Kingdom to retrieve the legendary Turnfire isn't exactly an option. More to the point, though, the Sacred Flame is able to burn away abyssal filth, so that's why we use it in the ceremony.
Gotcha! So basically, we just need to clean up the filth with the Sacred Flame.
Well, that's one part of it, yes, but the complete ceremony is a bit more complicated than that. First, the flame bearer must collect a kindling of the sacred flame from the starting point, then use a grappling hook to fly up into the sky. Then they must go down into the canyon, all the way into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, lighting braziers, and the most skilled flame bearers can accomplish all of this without touching the ground once. As much as I hate to admit it.
Wow! He can do all that flying without ever falling to the ground? Well, of course Paimon can. It'd be much harder for you guys.
Well, don't worry. It's not a requirement of the ceremony. You're allowed to touch the ground. The only thing you're not allowed to do is turn back. The flame bearer must always keep moving forward. You can't skip a pillar, then come back to it after lighting the next one. To do so would be to disrespect our ancestors.
So, what actually happens if you do turn back? Surely the fires don't just go out.
If you're not careful, you might get burned.
What about today then? Does the same rule apply?
Oh no, Don't worry. Today is just a practice. The order doesn't matter. You just need to take the sacred flame, cleanse the filth, then go light all the braziers. Are you ready? I'll repeat all the key points again. Gather the kindling, cleanse.
Alright, let's use this kindling to complete our mission. There's abyssal filth over there! Let's burn it away with the sacred flame! Should be all the braziers. Let's regroup with Trinidad.
Strike pose! Our bond is strong.
I knew I was right about you. You have outperformed all of the other previous candidates. If there was an ancient name for outstanding flame bearers, I'm sure the Wyab would consider you for the honor.
Yeah, although it would probably...
All right, now there's still a few days left until the ceremony, and I should probably get back so I can inform the chief and the other elders that I have found the flame bearer we need.
Oh, you mean they've still got to sign off on it?
Some of them are still hoping we can come to an agreement with Kanich, but that's only because they haven't seen you in action. Still, I'm the one responsible for securing a flame bearer, and my recommendation is you.
Just for Paimon's own peace of mind, are you sure it's not going to be a problem having Outlanders take on such an important role in your ceremony?
See that place over there? There was a time, long before the age of Burkina and the Mountain King, when we, Scions of the Canopy, called that our home. After a period of upheaval, our ancestors were forced to move away. Now, it has become a place where our youths go to develop courage and kindle a spirit of adventure. If we fail to keep the threat posed by the Mountain King at bay, it might not be long before we have to move again and find a new home. So, to answer your question, I think everyone will agree that you are the right choice.
Fair enough. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I'll need you to drop by my place at some point before the ceremony, if that's all right. There are still a few final details that we need to discuss.
Okay, see you later then.
You have my gratitude.
We've helped out with a lot of other local festivals before, but this one feels a little different.
Pay your dues.
Buckle up!
Let's move.
Let the world collide! Out of my way! Get with me! What's off?
Detoxifying heat.
Hi!
You need a hurry up. This was well done.
Let her rip!
Feel powerless. Let's end this quickly.
I can do it! I have to! Our bond is strong! Time to shine! Buckle up! Lightning terrified! Right here! Let the world collide! Strike a pose! You're dead meat! Get with me! Dissipate! Out of my way!
Yeah, let's go on a big adventure.
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
Everybody stand back!
Eat this! Blow them all up!
The wind knows me.
Nice and spicy! Jumpy, jumpy, go! Pew! La la la!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Out the frying pan, into the fire!
I'm going in!
Sparks and flash! Da da da! Yeah, yeah! Woo!
The desert's a
scared. Oh, I hope nothing bad happened to Master Chevin. Hey, that little kid is crying. Wonder what happened. Let's go check what's wrong. Master Chevin! She went to gather volcanic crystals, but she's still not back yet. I told the guards, but they said they don't have people to spare. They have to finish making preparations before they can try to rescue her. But it'll be too late by then, so... They said Master Chevin might have stopped around here. She might have been forced to go near the Umbral Needle. If that's the case, then... Please, you have to save her! According to the map, we should... Get away from me! Look, over there! That Master Chevin?
Where did you come from? So strong!
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
Thank you so much. I thought I wasn't gonna make it down this mountain. Saved by the traveler. Guess my luck's not too bad today. Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. I'm not usually this lucky, but she did, huh? I didn't mean to make her worry. I wasn't planning to be gone longer than... But then, I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the Umbral Needle. It's a large deposit, and the purity is exceptional. I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back. But the phlogiston within the crystals attracted monsters. I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them. But by the time I was in the clear, I ended up running into those bandits. You showed up in the nick of time.
If the situation situation was so dangerous, why didn't you just drop the crystals and run?
I left most of them behind, believe me. I only kept the purest chunk. I have to bring it back no matter what. For Tlasoli and poor little Nechka. Ah, right, you wouldn't know. Tlasoli is a former ancient name artisan, and Nechka is her daughter. Oh, you know Shilonen? Try mentioning that name in front of Tlasoli. She could sing Shilonen's praises forever. The foremost expert in ancient names, the future of our tribe, the finest artisan in Natlan. You'll never hear the end of it. I know Tlasoli misses the days when she used to forge ancient names. She'd never say as much. Because of her daughter. Poor Nechka contracted an awful illness. Even as Nechka's illness grew worse, Tlasoli never gave up. Like a torch in the night, she was determined to burn bright. Eat still. All's well that ends well. Thanks to the doctor's medicine and the Great Spirit, her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home. But she's well enough to write letters already. She often writes to Shilonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient names forger, just like her mother. Her birthday's in a few days, so Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
Yeah, talk about an important chunk of ore! What a nice gift! Paimon hopes it helps her feel better.
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate your well wishes. All right, let's head back. I'm sure Imish is worried sick. Actually, why don't you come with me to visit Tlasoli tomorrow? It's all thanks to you that I managed to bring back the crystal. You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant.
That's right! A good mood makes for a quick recovery! And of course, we wouldn't say no to a little gift.
Don't worry, but I'll let Tlasoli tell you what it is herself.